The hottest street boys, hottest street boys, hottest street boys. It's the hottest street boys.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, everybody.
How y'all doing? Remember, like and subscribe, share this around, help us out. It costs nothing, but it is kind of annoying, so I get it if you don't. Make sure you check out our website, hardystreetboys.com, and also you can support us on Patreon in all kinds of different tiers. Just check it out. Do what you can. We appreciate your support, and thanks for watching. Man, Jamie, what did you get up to this last weekend? What's been up?
Well, you know, I had a show in Laurel. That was a lot of fun.
How'd that go? You and Battle Cat, huh?
Yeah, 325th Street. It kind of was rainy during the day on Friday, so we wanted to play outside, but we had to play inside, and it was nice. You know, it's a little smaller quarters in there, but it was a great show. Had a great time. All of our friends in Laurel. Carrie Mann was there. Christy Livert was there. A lot of Chris Benoit was there. So cool people in Laurel, you know, fun times.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to go to Laurel, 325th Street is like kind of the place right now, man. It's hopping.
They're doing a lot for the music scene up there. Definitely keeping live music going up there. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Their downtown is pretty cool little nifty area, you know.
Yeah, they've really they're doing something right in their downtown area for sure.
They are. And in fact, I ran into a couple that was down from Knoxville. They were just passing through. You know, Laurel's kind of a little tourism spot now.
It's a destination.
Because of the HGTV and the Hometown show. So
yeah.
Shout out to all the people working on that. So that's cool.
It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then Saturday, there was Summer Tunes, Hub City Sound Machine. That was fun, going in the park.
Yeah.
And one thing I really liked, I liked a lot of things, but one thing I really liked was that there were so many Southern Miss students down there.
That was huge. That was very, I mean, I'm telling you, like, I don't see Summer Tunes attended much like a Live at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Live at 5 is a lot of, you know.
It's packed.
It's a big crowd. And to see the Summer Tunes with that amount of people and to see that many young folks there, it was so awesome.
Yeah. And they had the new Southern Prohibition Gold Rush, official SoPro Southern Miss beer. Yeah. Which is really good, but it's just really cool. The can looks really cool. Yeah. And, man, that was great marketing having that there when all the, you know.
Yeah,
Southern
kudos
Miss
to all
in.
Involved with that. You know, making that happen.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, yeah, and the Gold Rush beer is really good, but I also, you know, you got to have good food with it. Collegium Food Truck was there. Ate my truffle fries because I'm determined to only eat truffle fries. We're wasting so many fries as a culture and a society, not making them truffle fries. Yeah, so good. And the bacon beer cheeseburger. So good, man.
I just love Colludium and all the food they're putting out. Man, it's awesome stuff.
It's so good.
And shouts out to all the other vendors that were there. I saw Twilly Philly was set up. Yep. Southern Wangs was there. Yep. A couple others.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you're spoiled for choice. You know? You really can't go wrong.
I say food trucks are on the come up in Hattiesburg.
Bro,
it's about time.
It's awesome. I think it's really cool. It's like you say, Austin and Mississippi, you know, you gotta have food trucks too, man. So it's great. Hub City Sound Machine sounded great. You could tell they had it together, man. They've been rehearsing and they sounded really good. And it was just overall just good vibes, despite the heat. Actually, at night it's not too bad. It wasn't too bad.
Summer Tunes, they started a little bit later, so it's not as brutally hot. But
which is smart on the organizers, you know, part, starting a little bit later. And then Taste 59 South at the Keg and Barrel. Yeah. Always a good time.
My goodness, man.
Always a good time. And
I just love their sound.
Man, and the energy. You know, there's lots of people who are good at music, right? But you're not rooting for everybody that's good at music, you know? The Taste 59 South, I'm rooting for. Like, I want them to do well. Yeah. Just because they're awesome people and, you know, Edward and Chris are the new Hardy Street boys, you know. So if and when we take this show on the road, they got to come with us. So, exactly. I mean, you know, I love those guys. They're awesome. But yeah, man, I think that was. I mean, it was a pretty jam-packed weekend.
It was. I don't know if I feel like I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I told you I gave blood on Sunday.
We can tell.
Yeah, I usually sign up every couple of weeks to donate platelets, and it takes a little bit. And yeah, so if you into that kind of thing, go donate blood.
Yeah,
it's always the good thing to do. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's a blood shortage, so they need blood. So do what you can.
Jamie, you're a good guy, man. A good egg.
Thanks, man.
Another good egg is our next guest, Kyle Baughman.
Kyle Baughman
of Hub City Stained Glass.
And he's also the mandolin player in the Pine Belt Pickers.
And he's our art center neighbor.
Yeah.
We love the guy, Hattiesburg legend. He'll be on right after this. What's like the best way to lose weight?
If I had to think of the best way to lose weight, probably be getting a haircut or donating blood. Seems really easy. Quick fix,
And that's the secret to weight loss, quick fixes.
I mean, yeah.
What about jogging?
It hurts.
It's a good point.
Yeah, I don't like jogging.
All right, we have Kyle Baughman, our art center neighbor here. How are you today, Kyle?
I'm doing very fine. I'm happy to be here with you fellas.
Man, we're happy to have you. How have things been going at the studio? You brought us this cactus. It's great. We never have to water it. You have Hub City Stained Glass. How are things over at the studio?
10 feet from here in my part of this lovely building that we call the Hattiesburg Community Arts Center, things are great. Just as busy as I want to be.
That's awesome. That's great. I hear being busy is good.
It is whenever you get paid that way.
Yeah, right. Well, and then doing something that you want to do, This is something you've said to us before, like it doesn't really feel like working when you're doing this kind of work. Is that something you feel like you kind of found a calling here?
I think so. Everybody that's in Hattiesburg loves it for some reason, and I love it because I stay busy doing what I love, and I work really hard, but I don't, go to a job.
Right. Right.
But to have people to support you in that way, and it's an amazing thing.
Yeah. You like being your own boss?
I'm not my own boss. We all know my wife, Allison Neville. She is the boss. Right.
That's actually I'm sorry, Allison. Now I feel like I'm in trouble, but yeah, no, she is the boss for sure. But I mean, I feel like Hattiesburg is a place where there's lots of small businesses where you get to like kind of create your own destiny. Is that something you feel is Hattiesburg allows you to do?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
How'd you get started with Hub City Stained Glass? Like, how does one get into that?
Well, I needed an elective. Long story short, I needed an elective at Jones. I took pottery because I figured it would be full of girls. I was right. It was me and two other guys with long hair. So I was like, hey, man, let's be friends. What are you doing after class? And anyway, his dad was a glass artist, and they just gotten into blowing glass. And so I started hanging out in their studio and finally got put on the payroll putty and stained glass windows and worked off and on with him for 10, 12 years. Did a lot of other work there. Had an accident there, fell through a roof, sustained a traumatic brain injury. So I was out of commission for a couple years and started doing stained glass as part of my therapy. And started selling pieces and selling more pieces. And I was like, with a tax ID number, I think it's about time for that. So
yeah.
That's how it got started, and it's been growing since I put it out there.
Man, I remember when you had your accident, and I mean that was a heavy time, man. But to see this great thing come out of it that's got to give you some kind of peace, right?
It absolutely gives me peace. One thing I hated to hear after the accident was everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
But looking back from, what happened on October 14th, 2014 to now, I'm going to have to say that sometimes everything does happen for a reason. Had that not happened, I wouldn't have had the experiences that I've had, whether that, start my own business or getting back to playing music from a different perspective, and, being in movies and stuff like that. I would never had those kind of opportunities had that not happened.
Really? Yeah, man. It's good that you see positives coming from that, and you're a great guy, man. We all want good things for you, so
appreciate that.
That's awesome, dude. So you're also in a band with Massive J.
This guy right here.
I'm the new guy.
He's the bass, picking the bass, not slapping the right,
Yeah,
picking the bass,
I'll just say plucking the bass.
plucking the bass, and Pine Belt Pickers, man. So what's that like? You know, being in a band, being an artist, like that's kind of the dream, isn't it?
Absolutely living the dream right here. I get to have a good time with my friends, and sometime after paying the bar tab, we make a little money. Pay me to have a good time, and I get to pick with Jamie. It's good stuff.
Dude, that is real. Like, wait, so how much we getting in the bar tab? Okay, all right.
Dozens of dollars? Yes.
Do you find, though, like, I feel like Pine Belt Pickers is a group where, you know, if I'm going to go to the party, I might as well be the party, you know? Is that kind of the vibe with you guys?
I've never thought of it that way, but that's pretty spot on.
You know, you're still hanging out. It's not a corporate gig, you know?
We've done a couple corporate gigs, and we did okay, surprisingly. But no, usually the private parties, depending on how much they're cutting loose, we like to cut loose like that too.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
So we just have a good old time. You know, Jamie's been on with us for a couple months now, but Jamie Redding, Jonathan, and I have been playing together for, a decade.
Wow.
And so you get a group of musicians that you've been playing with. You know, we've been feeding off of each other for 10 years. And then I feel, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't take long to be able to get in that groove. It just all flows so well.
Yeah, I mean, I've been so happy with coming to rehearsals and just enjoying playing. I haven't played the string bass in a long time, and just to pick it back up and play with you guys, I'm just happy. I don't know. It makes me happy.
Well, you came up with this idea that I liked, to where we're just going to practice, you know, at the keg, sit down on the deck. When are we gonna do that?
Well, I don't want to say we're gonna be practicing. We're gonna be performing, but it's gonna be more or less a loose performance at the Keg and Barrel. I think we're gonna start playing in September, maybe the 9th of September, like a Thursday evening.
Cool.
We'll be playing in the back. I think it's gonna be open to where we're gonna be playing no mics, no amplifiers. We're just gonna be playing open air. Acoustic music.
Yeah.
An intimate state night.
Yeah.
With the
That's
Pine Belt
cool.
Pickers.
Well, then it's a rehearsal, but it's also a hang, and anybody can kind of see what it's about. So even if you've never seen Pine Belt Pickers and you're curious, just go to the Keg Thursday, September 9th, just to get a feel for it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That'd be a great way to get some, kind of build the audience or whatever. That's awesome, man. So what else you got going on, Kyle? Something we don't know about? You got an exclusive for us?
I redid the floor in my house in the hallway, and
Yes.
my wife is very, very happy. That is the most new and exciting thing that has happened at the Baughman Neville house.
That's what I'm talking about. You guys, and I knew you'd have something to say, because it's one of those, like, I feel like you and Allison are not the Kardashians of downtown, but like if there's, like, that doesn't do you justice, but people kind of want to know what you two are up to. Y'all, do you feel that? Because your wedding announcement was on the cover of Signature. You know, you guys are always like, you're working at Live at 5. You live very public lives for the community, and people like kind of want to be a part of it. Is that something that you guys are aware of or not?
I'm not aware to that much as what you're talking about, but I mean, we stay busy, and the work that I do and the work that she does, I mean, it's both very public occupations we have.
I mean, you're not the Kardashians. I'm not saying that. It's just, I don't know, man. It's cool to see what y'all's story is, you know? And I think it's great that you also aren't bothered by that at all.
No, not at all. I love our story.
That's all.
My wife's awesome.
That's awesome.
I got papers on her. Ooh, she's stuck.
I'm lucky to say that I actually got to go over to Kyle's house and see that he did the floor in the hallway there. So kudos to him for doing that.
See, I only saw it on the internet, so there you go.
Ooh, happy wife, happy life.
Man, that's awesome. Well, that's great. I actually want to get into. Did you bring an instrument with you?
I brought an instrument.
So after this, we're gonna just play some music. This is Let's See What Happens musical edition.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, What's happening
Oh, do you mean what's good?
What's good?
in the neighborhood?
What's good in the neighborhood? What's good in the neighborhood? What's good in the neighborhood? What's good in the neighborhood?
August 27th, we have Jason Logan. He'll be at Sully's. Jackson Bounds, he's going to be at the Porter. August 28th is the historic Eureka School open house, as well as the Pottery Throw-a-thon at Main Street Books. Sounds interesting. Better check that out. And in the night times, Jamie Jordan and Liz Newton will be at the Porter, and Alan Mann's going to be at the Brass Hat. And don't forget, August 29th, Grits and Greens at the Keg and Barrel. Y'all ready, boys? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Get him, Kyle. We want to thank Kyle Baughman for hanging out with us. That guy's talented. We promise Allison we'll have him home soon. Make sure you follow Hub City Stained Glass and the Pine Bell Pickers and go see them when they're playing. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share.